Hello dear students, this is your mathematics teacher Miss Damini, and I'm here today with your mathematics class on chapter number 1 exercise 1.1. Before solving the exercise questions, it is necessary that we know what a Euclid division lemma is. According to Euclid's division lemma, it says that for any two positive integers a and b, there exists unique integers q and r such that a equals to bq plus r, and the value of r must lie between 0 and b. Here a is the dividend, b is the divisor, q is the quotient, and r is the remainder. Now this lemma might be a bit confusing, so let us study further to know what the lemma actually means. So when we usually conduct a division, what we do is we make a division box. The number which is inside the box is known as dividend. The number which is outside the box is known as divisor. The number that we multiply with the divisor such that the result is equal to dividend, or it is almost nearby to the dividend, is known as quotient. Now, say for example, when you multiply divisor and the quotient, the number does not come exactly as the dividend, but it is just a random number. Say suppose x, and when you subtract this x from dividend, suppose you say you get some number here, so that number is known as a remainder. So according to Euclid's division lemma, we can also represent this in the form of this. So dividend is equal to divisor into quotient put it under the bracket since there is a multiplication here, plus remainder. Let's take two positive numbers, say for example 9, 2. Now 9 is the bigger number, therefore 9 will be the dividend. The bigger number is always the dividend. So 9 should be divided by 2. So the number which is outside is known as the divisor. So we all know that 2 4s are 8. This 8 is the random number x that we multiplied with this number and got the result. It is not exactly equal to this dividend, but it is almost nearby to the dividend. So we usually do a subtraction here. So 9 minus 8 equals to 1. So this is the remainder. Now if you want to represent this in the form of Euclid's division lemma, this can also be written as dividend. The dividend is the 9 here, so 9 is equal to divisor. Divisor is 2 into quotient. Quotient here is 4 plus the remainder. The remainder here is 1. So now we will be using this Euclid's division lemma and solving many of the questions of your exercise 1.1. Question number 1 of your exercise 1.1 says that find the HCF of two numbers, that is 225 and 135, using the Euclid's division lemma. So now what we have to do here is take the bigger positive number as dividend and the smaller number as divisor, and then perform a division of these two numbers, such as 135 will divide 225. So 135 into 1 equals to 135. We usually do a subtraction here. When you subtract, you get the remainder as 90. So now what we will write here is, since the divisor is 135, dividend is 225, therefore dividend comes first, that is 2. 25. Because according to our Euclid's division lemma, it says A is equals to BQ plus R. So A here is 225, so A is 225. B here is 135, B is the divisor, so 135 into B into Q. Q here is 1, that is the quotient. Quotient is 1 plus remainder R here is 90, so 90. In the next step, what you will do is 135, which was a divisor, now becomes dividend, and 90, which was a remainder, will now become a divisor. So 90 into 1 is 90 and the remainder is 45. So now this is the dividend, this is the divisor and this is the dividend. So in the second step, what you will write is, since the dividend now is 135, here it was 225, so we wrote 225 first. The dividend now here is 135. So dividend 135 is equals to 90. 90 is the divisor now. So 90 into quotient, that is the Q is 1. So 90 into 1 plus. The remainder over here is 45. So 90 into 1 plus 45. In the next step, in the same way, write 90 over here, because this was a divisor. Now the divisor will get converted into dividend in the next step, and the remainder will get converted into divisor. Always remember that the divisor gets converted into dividend and the remainder gets converted into the divisor, that is the number that will be dividing the dividend. So 45 into 2 is 90. Remainder here is 0. So dividend is 90 here, so I will write 90 equals to divisor, that is B, 45 into quotient is 2 plus the remainder. Now the remainder here is 0. If you, unless you get the remainder as 0, you will need to continue this step by dividing. But when you get the remainder as 0, stop the division part. So here, what do we usually do? We usually take the remainder and the divisor. We have the divisor, but the remainder is already 0, so we have only one number. Therefore, your HCF of 225, 135 will be 45. So that's all for today's class. As for the rest of the questions of question number 1 of exercise 1.1, I hope you can solve it by yourself, because the steps are very similar and easy. In our next class, we will be solving the questions of question number 2. Till then, take care and bye-bye.